Good morning, everybody. I say good morning, but it could be afternoon, evening. Who knows what it could be for you. We have a lovely rainy day here in Sugarland, Texas, and a very confused day at that. Yesterday it was 75 degrees. Today it's supposed to drop down in the low 30s. Always confused here in Texas. Always confused. If you don't like they say, and I know they say this other places, but if you don't like the weather, wait a day. It'll change. All right. Oh, I see the market moving. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to wait for whatever happens whenever we get to it to happen. So, I've spent this morning with a student who is actually schooling me on NinjaTrader 8 to make me feel a little more comfortable. There are some things that I was not sure how to do or use, and he helped me with that. I appreciate that a lot. I know you know who you are, and I appreciate it more than you could ever know. And I helped him with his back D's. So we did a little give and take. With that being said, man, my dresser is starting to look like a mess over there. My dresser's a little messer. Anyways, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move to what is happening currently. So let's put this little puppy away. I'll just put it over here. Okay. Let's start off with our daily chart. Daily chart, daily chart, All right, let's look at what's happened. Okay, and I did move this line just to see where this high was right here. So that is at the high of the day from a couple of days ago. So what's being anticipated? Well, we broke through that zero line to the upside. The direction is still technically down. There was no divergences that pushed this up. It was a nice big V pivot, which usually comes back and maybe equals that previous pivot, which is happening right here where we're equaling that previous pivot. Also, it never stops at that first place when you have a strong V pivot like this. It usually goes up to the next, which is up here around 2,700. So this may keep pushing up to around 2,700 and push back down. I don't know. We're going to watch what's happening. It gave a nice little pullback, no reaction in the MACDs, and is still pushing up. But in reality, if it was to push up to here, there will be no divergence potentials because we can see we've pretty much reached that high of the area that was holding previously. And we'll put a line here so we can just keep our little papers on it. Keepers are papers on it. So yeah, this will be interesting to see if it pulls up and equals that previous high. Now let's look at our 10,946, and it looks like we missed a nice little long right in here. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. It gave a second entry, beautiful second entry right here, okay? As we're looking at what's happening here, we can see, oh, nope, we don't want to start on the 1597. Let's start on the 10,946. Pull this out just a little bit. What's happened here is it's pulled back to that area. It's come down below these EMAs, which had moved to the downside, but now they're trying to make that shift to the upside. All right, this is giving an attempt at the move up. I'll go ahead and try and grab this one. close, y'all, because it's pulling back. It's not following through just now. Go. Just seeing where it's sitting at right here is a good spot that it could pull back to, and I'm going to save a little bit on it if it does pull back. Yeah, just looking at right here, not following through, right in here, not following through. There we go. So right now it would have already come back and taken our break even. I really see more possibility for a push down at this exact moment. I got my finger over a close button for if it decides to just turn on a dime real quick. Yep. I'm taking that exit because the BBs landed in an area that could give us the bounce up. We're at the EMA. That is definitely a spot for the bounce up. I don't want to risk it. I'm just going to get in and out of that one really quickly because I don't like trading between the EMAs. This could definitely push all the way down to here. I was not willing to put anything else into it. If you had remained in it, moving your risk behind here would be your next spot. But look at how it's equal that previous pivot, and the MACDs are higher. They're a little bit higher here. So I just wanted to go ahead and take my little bit of profit there and maybe watch this run for 15 points. Who knows? This is exactly what I wanted to come back to. Look at those MACDs down. Look at these rolling over off of the zero line. And these so far from the zero line. Now, I don't want to move it to a break even just yet. I can be a couple ticks behind here, which will put me right at this point. I'm going to give this just a minute. Look at that strength downhill. Look at that strength down. The area, push to the area. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take our exit. It could definitely continue down from here. With how far it pushed, how quickly, it's never the same. Do we see the same patterns day in and day out? That's how we can predict what is going to happen with our trades. If we didn't see the same patterns day in and day out, it would be absolutely unpredictable. We'd have no clue what to look for. But the fact that this, the fact that we are predictable as humans makes it easier to trade. We can see patterns, we can follow them, and you can understand what you're looking for, what should happen. You know, I also notice patterns in myself. today I noticed that I was allowing, and this is something that I'm working on in my personal life, y'all, is that allowing distractions to get in the way. A lot of times, and I'm going to put this out here, I may feel like I'm sticking my foot in my mouth, but I'm going to put this out here. A lot of times I think I allow distractions because of the fear of failure. It's that moment that says, well, if I'm busy doing something else and then I make a wrong trade, I have a reason because I've been distracted and I've been busy. Or I can say something to the manner of, oh, I was too busy to see that trade. And there are times that I am busy to see a trade. But allowing the distractions to be the guiding force is no longer acceptable in my world. So, with that being said, I'm done for the day. I honed in on what I needed to hone in, to do what I needed to do, to be where I needed to be, to get what I needed to get. I literally envisioned that trade, and I am not even kidding, during my meditation when I took a little bit of time away to breathe and meditate. I actually forgot to turn off the camera during it. I'm going to take it out. There was a lot of deep breathing and me telling my dog to get off of my hand, trying to be the distraction. But there was a lot of deep breathing. There was a lot of mental focus of thinking, what am I looking for? What path am I looking for? And that didn't mean just trading, y'all. That meant in my life as well. So, knowing that the path of least resistance isn't always really the path of least resistance. It's just the one we're used to taking. So I'm going to get off of this high horse because I am going to chat forever about this. But let's go back. I just want to go back really, really quick to this because I do want to, I'm just looking about how this is, this is still pulling up. Beautiful. Beautiful. You are beautiful no matter what they say. Your words can't bring me down. Hey guys, one last thing before we look through my trades really quick. Look at this. We're still trying to create the wedge, okay? Now, when we created this wedge here, things were a little out of whack. We got back above things, we pulled away. When we're snapping back, the EMAs never even crossed back to the upside. So right now in this wedge, things are in tune to the downside. It's pulling back into that area. Now, if we get up to 2640, we're going to be back above the areas on the 610. We'll be just kind of violating those areas on the 1597, and it's going to be right at those areas here if we get back up there. So at that time, what we'd be looking for is something like divergences on the smaller tick charts to show us that it's going to continue in that direction. So I'm going to wrap this up because I am getting hungry and I want to get this done early today. I have some things on my plan out of my goals I want to achieve today. Today was 7.75 points, and a lot of that came out of my last trade. My first trade that I took, where is it? First trade, I took a loss. Did I see an exit potential here? Yes. Did I hold on? Yeah. Look at what happened. And let's actually, you know what? We can go back on all the charts and we can go through this. And I think this is actually going to be really good for the vault to have this in here. Very interesting. All right, y'all. I'm calling this a day. I got some things to take care of. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the future holds. I'm excited to see how my students do. I'm excited to push forward and get better every single day. Yeah. And I hope that you get excited too. You know, I hope you do. Today, I'm at an hour and 42 minutes of my recording, and I took some time off, so we're just going to shut this down now. But I hope everybody has a fabulous Wednesday, and I look forward to catching back up with y'all very soon. And I guess I'll catch you on the profitable side.